when I leave Sabrina, I feel like the most powerful woman in the world.
10 tables down,
Yeah.
someone would be holding a fake bag and she'd be like, that's a fake Kelly. Huh?
Everything that I need is in there right now. It's like magic. I just feel like everything I'm going to write is going to come true, and it does.
Never rely on a man for money, because that means your independence is taken away.
My brand is a real representation of me as a person. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in a bad mood in Luxury Promise.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to our podcast series. Today I have someone very special. I am joined by the amazing Yasmin, founder of YK Beauty. Hi Yasmin.
Hi Joanna, how are you?
So exciting to be sitting with you.
Same. I'm actually so excited to be here.
So how do you feel about being in Dubai?
Honestly, it's like my second home.
It is.
I love Dubai. I actually was supposed to move last month.
You were?
Don't know what happened.
You were supposed to move fully to Dubai.
Fully.
Oh my God. And then what happened?
You know, I have a lot of work in London at the moment.
So you have to be back. I mean, the beauty is that it's so easy to just go back and forth. I think a lot of us do it as well at Luxury Promise. We're like, between Sabrina, myself, like we're always back and forth.
And to be honest, like I don't really mind if I live in Dubai or London as long as I'm back and forth, because I love them both equally.
Yeah, I agree with you. So really happy to have you here today. Now, I'm sure everyone is, super excited to know more about you, how you started your brand. So I'm just going to give you the stage to give us a little background about yourself.
You can prompt me some questions. I'll tell you. So firstly, thank you so much for having me on here. I'm so excited. And you know how much I love Sabrina and Luxury Promise. So it's really nice. How did I start my brand? I started my brand 9 years ago.
Wow, 9 years ago.
2014.
Okay.
Yeah, August 2014. That's when I started my brand. And it was always my dream since a really young girl. I always wanted to be in beauty and I wanted my own products. And I just had a fascination for making products.
Okay.
So when my dad used to grow a lot of vegetables, a lot of herbs in the garden, and he used to have like lots of plants and flowers, and I was really fascinated by that. And my mum used to be really Pakistani and go into the garden and pick up all the herbs and like cook with it.
I love that.
So then I used to make beauty products. So I used to make hair oils. I used to make face masks.
Out of all the
Yeah.
Oh my God, so cool.
And it was amazing. And my dad's I always say my dad's garden was obviously family garden, but my dad's garden, it was like a park. It's really beautiful. So I was really inspired by flowers and colors and scent. Actually, I've never thought of that, but yeah. That's exactly where it stems from.
It's such a cool story, and it's so cool that you had it in your backyard, but you found a way to monetize. So seize the opportunities, I guess, is
exactly. And then I used to go to Pakistan a lot, and I used to see I used to suffer from acne. That's where it all started. I used to really suffer from acne, and I still do, shockingly. I really have to have a skincare ritual, use certain active ingredients to really keep my skin at bay. So I have real problematic skin, and I suffer from pigmentation too. So obviously right now, alhamdulillah, it's very nice.
I was going to say.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But that's because I have been really on my routine at the moment. So so I suffered from really bad skin. And when I used to go to Pakistan, all my cousins were like beautiful, flawless, glowing skin, crystal clear, no spots, acne, nothing. They used to have really thick, long, luscious hair. And I just used to be like, what do they do?
What's
what
your
is
secret? Yeah.
And then I remember my auntie, she used to pick all these herbs and cook this oil. And I just used to, and she had the longest hair, the longest thick black hair. And she was so beautiful. And I just used to be, when you're just really on awe of someone.
Yeah.
And I just love beauty.
Yeah.
So I was just wow. And she was just my favorite auntie. And then I used to say to her, can you please teach me how to make this hair oil? And then she used to be like, yeah, I'll teach you. So she did.
Okay.
And then when I came back, I was like 15 years old, and I used to make it for all my school friends.
Oh, wow. I wish I knew you back then, because I had the worst skin as well. Like I suffered
Really?
from really bad acne, and it's crazy what it does to your like confidence. And yeah, I had to go down the medicine route, which if I
Yeah.
knew you,
Yeah.
wouldn't have
You
had to
know,
go through that.
Yeah, it really, it's strange because I've always been a very confident person. But no one knew how I actually felt,
Yeah.
you know? So I wasn't ever insecure or not confident in front of my school friends, but I used to feel really low about myself.
Yeah.
You know, like I used to actually be horrible to myself, which I never realized was a thing, because when you say stuff about yourself, you don't actually realize.
Yeah, it's true.
So I used to actually call myself like a pizza face and like just look at myself and feel really ugly. And it was really bad actually. And you don't realize how mean you are to yourself.
It's so true.
So that became a habit all my life actually. And it's only in recent years, in fact, about a year ago, where I actually came to the realization and I stopped speaking to myself like that.
I think it's very important. I think you can just get like, you get used to it, right? Like, you know, even me when I had like, because I had adult acne, so it came at a later stage in my life. And, you know, obviously we're on camera, we're on live shows. And it really like, it you know, took a toll on my confidence. And then luckily during COVID was when I had my treatment done. So I had to go on these crazy pills,
Really?
you know, for my skin. But if I had known about YK Beauty, that would have been a different story.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like it's really important, I think, to like, you know, for me now, like I'm more into like herbal and like, because when you take these, like the pills I was on, I don't know if you know, for Accutane.
Yeah, I know.
It's a whole journey, like
It
not
is.
even just for your skin, but your emotional
mentally.
state.
Yeah.
Like it's like, so
And your liver and everything.
You have to do blood tests. You have to do like so many tests while you're on it.
Yeah.
So obviously if, you know, there's a fix like
Yeah.
YK Beauty, I really wish I could rewind. And
Yeah. Well, I actually was on Accutane when I was 20 as well. Obviously, then I didn't have my own skincare. And it's that I was on it for 1 year. And it was really awful, meaning it did clear my skin up and my skin was like flawless, which is why I you know, pursued and continued with it. But it was really horrible mentally. And also it was quite traumatic going through the process, like having blood tests done.
And your lips are like chapped.
So
and
dry
I
and
had like
chapped.
lower back pain and,
Yeah.
you know, like it's really a tough...
Yeah, it's a tough journey. And I think that is what made me realize that I don't want people going through this, and there must be a natural herbal route. Like there just must be, right? And I'm not a really... This is like quite controversial. It's not that I'm not into medication, but I always prefer to go down the natural route.
Yeah.
I think our body is really fascinating, and I think God has made such amazing natural things like food and plants and flowers that we can actually use to cure our bodies in every way. So I always think medicine is like my kind of last resort. Yeah, totally. So yeah, that's what actually inspired me.
So interesting.
It was just hair and acne. I was really obsessed with it. And I was really obsessed with the fact that I wanted people to feel good about themselves, because I never felt good about myself. So for me, all the essential oils, the absolutes, all the flowers and plants I use, you know, all the aromatherapy, I truly wholeheartedly believe that they tinker with your emotions, your hormones,
100%.
your mental state, and they make you feel like $1 million.
Yeah.
So I've really thoughtfully formulated every single product of mine, and it is for a specific reason.
Yeah, no, and I've heard like the most amazing feedback from you know your beauty line, because obviously we are, you know, you have been on our, you know, YK Beauty has
Yeah.
been a big part of Luxury Promise,
Yes.
and we've done some shows. And
Yeah.
do you want to tell us more about how, first of all, you met Sabrina? I'm very curious. I always ask this question. I'm like,
Really?
how did you meet Sabrina? I just want to know,
So
because I met her on
funny.
Instagram,
Yeah.
and like 10 other people met her on Instagram. So I was like,
Really?
how did you meet Sabrina?
Okay, so this is really funny. So as much as people think I'm into bags and fashion, and I do have a lot of bags and shoes and fashion, I'm actually not into it. I just like nice things, right?
Okay.
So whether it's Dior or whatever it may be, I just like nice things. So I'm not like into it like my sister Sarah is and Sabrina.
Sarah's obsessed.
Oh yeah, she's like completely obsessed. And Sabrina, they're both exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I met Sabrina when I was about 22. It's a very long time ago.
Oh, so it's been a while.
But I met her at this lunch, and it was my friends from London. They'd like all newly married, and some of them had kids and some of them didn't. And they were like really big lunches that we used to have. So there was about 15 people. And then one of my friends introduced me to Sabrina and said like, oh yeah, she has like the most amazing bags and she sells pre-owned bags. This was back then.
Yeah.
And I literally had no interest. And I was like, she's just probably so pretentious and I'm not interested in this at all. So I think we exchanged a few words and then that was it. Then I'd see her here and there. And then a few years later, she messaged me and she was just like, hey, we should like really meet up. And I was like, yeah, you know what, we should. So then she was just, I said, one of my favorite hotels in London is Bulgari, and she had her office there. So I would always be there. And then we saw each other and we got along instantly. Like she was like the nicest, the sweetest, and we just really got along. And then she was like, do you want to come see my office? I was like, yeah, why not? And the thing is, the reason why I was like really inspired by Sabrina, just because I'm not into fashion, I'm not really into bags, but I'm really into like entrepreneurs, like business.
Yeah.
And I've started mentoring actually, because I'm really passionate about encouraging women, especially, to really follow their dreams. And I love a good story. And what inspired me about Sabrina is when she actually told me her story and how she started. And my respect for her was like up there.
Yeah, she's
and
amazing.
She's so hardworking. She's a hustler. She's a boss babe.
She gives you this like feeling of like strength. I don't know how to explain it, but even with me, like, I started off with her, like, it's been 5 years now, or almost 6 years. And it's the same. Like, I think I was into handbags. I was into the whole reselling industry, but meeting Sabrina and then, and she's very inspiring, and she used to always give me like, like tips here and there, and, and also her knowledge and the education she has.
Yeah.
Like I'd be sitting with her somewhere and like 10 tables down, someone would be holding a fake bag and she'd be like, that's a fake Kelly. I was like, what? How did you know? She's like,
she's got a real eye for things.
The handle. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she's got a really good eye for things. So I was just hugely inspired by her. And the more I spoke to her, we really got along on a personal level. We're very actually similar in personality. And we just always think the same thing. And we don't even have to say anything to each other. And we just know what we're thinking. So I really get along with her on a personal level. But then on a business level, honestly, like, we can speak for hours and give each other the most amazing PR, marketing advice, business advice. And you're right, when I leave like Sabrina, I feel like the most powerful woman in the world.
Yeah.
I feel like I can become like the global brand, and I just feel really powerful, and I love that feeling that she gives me.
Yeah. I remember when I met her, so she said to me like, because we were having like a conversation. She was like, are you married? And back then I was still single. I was much younger. And she's like, I'll give you one tip. Never never rely on a man for money, because that means your independence is taken away. Like she always, ingrained this in our minds. Both Grace and I remember she'd be like, be your own boss lady. Like, marry someone who's good, who respects you, but never rely on, be your own boss basically. And it's really true. Like, so like you said, we also had kind of a personal connection apart from our whole business
work.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, no, I do think that I feel like financial independence is always a byproduct of your passion and purpose. I'm like a huge believer in this. And when I went into beauty, I actually left my law job and I was in the corporate firm. And I only did it for money, if I'm really honest. But I really hated it. I hated I'm not an early morning person.
I'm like you. I hate waking up early.
I'm such a bad morning person. I can't tell you. And actually, it was the only reason I quit my job.
Yeah.
I
think it's a valid reason, if I'm honest.
No,
because I'm not
it
a
is.
morning person and I sleep very late.
Same. What time do you sleep?
Like 4, 3. I don't
Really?
sleep. I can't fall asleep.
Joanna, same.
I should message you at night now.
You
Like,
totally
what are you
should.
doing? No, but seriously, and I really dislike waking up early, so I get what you mean.
So I go to sleep anywhere between 2 and 3:30. And if I do sleep in between that time, I can happily wake up between 9 and 10:30 and be in a really great mood and be ready for the day. If I wake up before 9 a.m., my entire day is ruined. And I promise I'm not being a drama queen, but I get headaches. I'm in a bad mood and I have to take a nap and it just ruins my whole day.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I just hate it.
Also, sleep is very important for our skin. You're all about the beauty. So I guess we need our beauty
I say
sleep.
that, but I sleep late, which is not great for your skin or your hair. For me, I think it's good quality sleep. I don't actually think when you should sleep. And there's so many different theories about this. I think it's the quality of sleep. And I'm really fortunate and lucky. And I actually always say that I actually go to bed every night thanking God. And I wake up. The first thing I say in the morning is like, thank you so much for the most incredible, beautiful sleep. Because I do sleep late and I do actually wake up reasonably early. Like, as in, I don't have enough sleep, right? But because I have such deep, good quality sleep.
What's your secret?
It's amazing.
I'm taking notes. I'm like, I wake up like every 5 seconds. I'm not a.
I do a lot in one day. I feel like sleeping's a waste of time. I get a bit of FOMO.
You sound like Sabrina now.
Yeah, this is why me and Sabrina get along.
It's so funny, Sabrina. We were on a trip. We had like early when I met her. We were in Berlin. We had this like program thing, and we were sharing a room. And I swear she didn't sleep. Like every time I would wake up, she was like on her phone. And at some point, she was just standing, and I was like, "It's 4 a.m. Why are you awake?" She's like, "I can't sleep. I need to do this. I need to do that." It's so funny.
I just feel like my creativity. No, do you know what I think? In the day, I'm really busy with work. And then in the evenings, I love gym. I love sound baths. I love yoga. I love Pilates. It's really me time and swimming. I also really enjoy walks, really long walks. So I go for about 10, 15,000 step walks every day. And then in the evening, when it's about 9, 10 o'clock, I actually like hanging out with my friends. And then some of my friends that are married, they put their kids to bed. So it's their time. So that's the time that I get for me. So after 12 o'clock, then I feel like it's
your sacred time.
Yes.
I know.
Exactly.
I need that too.
Exactly. It's when I think, it's when I get inspired. It's when I have really positive thoughts. I pray a lot at night. I meditate. And all my genius ideas come in the middle of the night.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm writing like a million notes. Actually, that's what happened last night. I'm meeting someone on Thursday and I have the most incredible idea and I cannot wait to present it.
Maybe on our next podcast, you'll reveal it. We'll know more about it. No, but super interesting. And it's so nice to see like how you started your brand. And, I heard we have a special collaboration coming up. So do you want to tell us more about it?
Well, this is again why I love Sabrina, because I will just like have this idea and I will ring her, and she's the only person in the world that I will ring and she will not think I'm crazy or she'll just be like, do it. And I love that adrenaline. I'm actually not a planner, so I don't like plan my Valentine's collection months in advance and Christmas collection. When I get an idea, I just want to do it there and then. I will work 24 hours for about 2 weeks and feel super satisfied and just, I love it. So about 3 weeks ago, I was in my labs And I was just getting so inspired of like these new, because I'm rebranding at the moment, doing new formulations.
Oh, wow.
And then I just thought, I'm going to Dubai. Should I launch a Christmas collection or not? And then I was like, oh my God, I should launch a Christmas collection for Luxury Promise exclusive to them. And I had all these amazing ideas, and I messaged Sabrina like essays. As I was thinking, I was like typing, and I was like writing essays, and I was like, this is my idea, this is my product, this is what it would do, this is how I should do it, this is what it's going to look like, these are the names. I was literally thinking and writing and typing.
Oh my God.
And then she rang me straight away, and she was laughing, and she was just like, just do it. And I was like, how many units do you need? She was just like, I need this many units. And I was like, done. It was literally a 30-second conversation, and we were both so excited. And then, yeah, I worked so hard to make sure I got that done.
Do we have a date? Like, is it going to launch before?
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to launch tomorrow.
She's doing a live show, I'm pretty sure. It's basically a Luxury Promise wellness collection, a Christmas collection. And obviously it's got my products. It's got 4 products.
How
it's
cool.
Beautiful. And she really wanted like an oud scent, an oud Christmas scent. So it was quite hard to do an oud Christmas scent, but I managed.
You came through.
Yeah,
it came through.
Obviously.
Always. No, but really exciting. And I'm really excited for the collaboration. It's going to be amazing to have some of your latest arrivals. So you have a lot going on. So you have a whole rebranding going on.
Yeah.
So is it going to change, like, in terms of like, is there going to be big changes or?
I just really believe that I'm never like, oh, this is what the market is, and this is what ingredients is famous right now. I'm never about that. To be honest, my brand is a real representation of me as a person, the way I think, my mind, everything. So that's really important to me. And I think this is why, alhamdulillah, my brand is so successful, because it's so authentic to me. And I think that I've changed so much and grown so much and evolved, and my mindset has changed so much in the last 9 years, that my brand still represents a part of me, but not the new me.
Yeah.
So I'm really passionate about really putting everything that I've learnt and putting it into my brand. So that's why I'm rebranding. I've done an entire new website, which is so beautiful, really exciting, because I actually want people to go onto my website, and I don't even mind if they don't buy anything. I want them to go onto my website and be really inspired.
Yeah.
I want them to read something that will really make them think or motivate them. There's going to be an amazing blog on there. And then I want to educate people. I want to educate people about skin, body, hair concerns, your mind. I'm really into like your mind, the way we think, the way we speak to ourselves. Self-care and self-love is something so important to me, because especially in our culture, I feel like it's seen as very selfish.
Yeah, I agree.
And I really dislike that. I really want to change. Like, I really want people, especially women, to really value themselves. And taking care of yourself and giving yourself importance is actually respecting yourself. And if you're happy and you're taking care of yourself, you can take care of everyone else around you 100 times better.
I agree. I think it's very important. And especially, for like, if I could go back in time now and, especially in your teenage years, you're horrible to yourself, right? Like, you view yourself in such a bad way and you're just so mean to yourself. And, even when I had like acne, that really like affected me in many ways. But like, I guess, your platform could be like where people go and have that awareness and, especially for teens because there's so many products out there and it gets really overwhelming. Yeah. So I think having that niche and having that, I like how you highlighted, the natural, going down that route. Because I'm like, I was never really into like that whole route. But now the more I'm growing up and, that's all, I don't want to like take medicine if I don't need like, and, it's really like, and again, and how you view yourself and how
Yeah.
you love yourself, because it all comes from within. And I know it's
Totally.
all linked to your gut, right? Like, and your gut also, health is related to how you feel and your
Completely.
mental health. So
Yeah.
it's all interlinked.
Yeah, it's all interlinked. And I think that's what I'm really passionate about teaching now. And, you know, my beauty products are not just about, you know, helping you cure a problem that you have, but it's so much bigger than that. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like a sense of power, a sense of like love and gratitude. And that's really, really important in your daily life.
Yeah.
And and also just because you're using a face mask or you're using retinol or salicylic, it's not just about that. It's about your mental state, how you speak to yourself, how you view yourself, and also what you eat, your nutrition.
Yeah.
And that actually has a huge impact on our psychological side as well. You know the saying, you are what you eat?
Yeah.
So true.
It is very true. I mean, I
Honestly.
know, like, for example, what like triggers my skin, you know, and you just, I guess, you just have to
Yeah.
make that conscious decision. And
Yeah.
I think with the help of like your products and how
Yeah.
everything is tailored to
Yeah.
address a certain like issue you have, be it like pigmentation or
Yeah.
acne or whatever it is.
Yeah. People think that herbal and natural plant-based ingredients are not potent. Actually, they are so potent. You actually have to be so careful of how much percentage you put in, because they are so powerful. And this is why they do have incredible results, because they are so potent and so powerful, which is why I love flower and plant-based ingredients.
Yeah.
You know, and they're active ingredients. So they are really powerful and they do work.
Amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I'm like, now that I know more of the story, like, you know, it's
Yeah.
all about also like the story
Yeah.
behind, you know, the brand. And I think
Yeah.
that's why, like, even with Sabrina, I can tell when she mentions like your brand,
Yeah.
there's so much passion in there.
Yeah.
Because she,
so sweet.
I mean, you know, you're amazing as an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, and you know what you like. You can tell that there is
Yeah.
so much passion in
Yeah.
your business. So
And it's so important to me. I've done a lot of businesses in my life, but when I lose my flair or passion for it, I just stop.
yeah,
And I think the only thing that's been really stable in my life is my beauty brand for 9 years. It's just a sense of stability. And it's something that has, again, very personal, but it's actually saved me from so many things, so many emotions. It's kind of been there for me when I've been through like hard times. I know it
Yeah.
sounds a bit crazy.
no, but everyone goes
But
through their own, you know.
And it really has. You know, when I was really, really down and depressed a few years ago, it is my brand that kept me going. It is my customers. It is my followers. It is the messages that I used to receive that really kept me going. And if I didn't have my brand, I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
You know, I would have just been so lost and so empty.
Yeah, no.
And it would have been so much more difficult to get through it.
No, I get that. I think like it's very important to have like to really do what you love. I know it sounds so cliche and we say it all the time, but it's actually like the rule of life. Like for me,
I
that's what
agree.
I apply, and you know, it's really, really important.
Yeah.
I think, and
Yeah.
to do what you love.
Yeah, I think so. Even when you're working for a company like you work for Luxury Promise, it's so important to love what you do.
Of course.
And you know, that's what I love about Luxury Promise. Each and every one of you guys love your job.
Yeah.
And you're so great at it. And when you walk into Luxury Promise, I mean, today was the first day I was in Dubai Luxury Promise, but London Luxury Promise, everyone's always so bubbly and so like excited and always in a good mood. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in a bad mood in Luxury Promise.
Yeah, no, look, honestly, I'm very grateful, like, and I'm very happy where like I am, because it's very important. I spend more time at work than
Yeah.
at home,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
of course.
you really need to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful to work alongside Sabrina and the team. Like we all really have so much passion,
Yeah.
and we really care
Yeah.
about Luxury Promise, about
Yeah.
also it goes beyond, like, I've always had a passion for like the reselling industry. I was
Yeah.
you know, with Watchfinder before, and
Oh,
it
were
led me to,
you?
that's how I
So
met, like, it
interesting.
was all linked with
Yeah,
Sabrina,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
how fate just happens. But again, I've always had that passion in working alongside Sabrina, who's I think from the first time I met her, which was here in Dubai Mall, I got her vision. I was like, okay, I get what you're doing and I want to be part of it. And I think it's very important to always like, you know what you want to do, like understand, like, because the worst thing would be is to work somewhere where you're not happy, right? And, you know, where you feel like it's a mundane 9 to 5. Whereas with Luxury Promise, you know, I started from all the way from like business development, putting decks together with Sabrina, DHLing orders. You know, we've done it all, and it's really amazing. And now doing the live shows where it's so engaging. We get to connect with people from all over the world. I went to New York last year and I met one of our community members. We had a coffee together and it was so nice. Like I feel like now wherever I go, I'm going to have a friend.
That's such a nice feeling.
It's such a nice feeling. So that whole community building is just great. And it's really amazing that you're part of it with us as well. So
I do actually feel that I'm part of Luxury Promise.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, even when you would come to London to the office, it's like, oh, like, you know, you're like one of us.
Just, like, I just felt like I was walking into like my office.
But that's the sense of community that we have, even if you're like, you know, not even buying anything, like just coming to, you know, talk about bags or talk about really anything, you know. And
I get some really great deals from Luxury Promise.
Yeah, me too.
So happy.
Same.
Sabrina is actually an amazing,
she's like a
amazing
fairy.
contact to have. Like she has all the best bags, everything. And like, it's so nice that Sarah works there because she's always like, yes, you have to get this. And I'm like, okay.
Especially like every time I see a Lady Dior, which I know is what you're wearing today, but
Dior.
I remember Sarah because she has like probably 100 Lady Dior's.
Honestly, we both love Lady Dior's. I just think they're the most beautiful bag.
I agree.
And I actually feel like they're really practical.
They are.
You can
they fit
your whole life in there,
and they're safe. Like,
they're comfortable as well.
Yeah.
So even though Sarah's more about like looks and fashion, I'm more about like comfort. So I only buy them because they are so comfortable and beautiful, obviously. But like, look what I'm wearing today, and I
love what you're wearing. So I want to know where you got your bag from, when you got it. Tell us more about it.
Okay, so I got this last year. Sarah had one years ago, and I've always loved it. It just looks so beautiful and effortless. And even though like it's quite dressy and it's python, I feel like you can actually wear it quite a lot.
I mean, even with your outfit, I mean, you're very like casual, but it still looks so good. Like you make it work.
I just think it's effortless, and I like things that are effortless. I also think this is a really great size. It fits so much in there. Everything that I need is in there right now. So
python skin, you went for an exotic. And
I go for a lot of skin actually, even like my Balenciaga bags.
Which Balenciaga bags are you? I love the hourglass.
I'm really bad at names, by the way. This is Sarah's thing. But I just always go for like I've got so many of them because they're just really amazing everyday bags. And it's so funny because I do have the python bags as well, and I use it as my gym bag.
Are you serious?
I literally stuff my bikini in it.
Oh my God.
My wristband and my water bottle. I'm so bad.
I'm very curious to know what's in your handbag today. So do you mind showing us a few things that you have in your bag? So
it's quite embarrassing because it's just makeup.
Is it just, I mean, you are, let's see.
Can I talk about this phone?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so this is really special, and I'll tell you why. Because no one has this number.
No
one. Not a single soul has this number. It doesn't have any social media. It just has my journaling. It has affirmation apps. It has meditation apps. And it has all my prayers, and it's all like categorized from like the Quran, like, I don't know, wellness, desires and wishes, marriage. It has like health. It has everything. So in the morning when I wake up, I never look at that phone. I always pick up this phone and I pray and I meditate and I get so motivated and inspired. And then same thing at nighttime as well. So like an hour when I wake up, an hour before I go to bed, this is my phone.
So cool. You're the first person I know that's ever like.
And it has like my I don't know if the camera can see, but can you see my pictures?
Yeah.
My brand
Your
pictures.
brand pictures. That's so cool.
So it's really inspiring for me to like look at the screen, and then it's got like my journaling, and this app is amazing, I must tell you guys. But look, it's got my journaling, my prayers, and then it's got my affirmations that I change every week.
So it's an app?
Yeah. It's called, I can't remember what it's called. And then, I just say things like my life is magically beautiful and things like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love this idea. I might.
So yeah, please.
Because, when you wake up in the morning and you have like, I mean, if you had your like real phone on you and then you wake up and the first thing you see is like 100 messages, 100 calls, it's actually very like toxic on the long run.
It's so toxic.
I'm guilty of it. I literally fall asleep to my phone and wake up, but this is really good.
I'm going to show you guys something. This is really special.
Sounds like you have a lot inside your bag.
Yeah, I do, guys. Honestly.
I can hear it.
It's actually crazy.
Oh my God.
I have my favorite lip liner. I need 2 lip liners.
You need 2 lip liners.
I have it's like a lip balm. And then I have a highlighter because it was the full moon yesterday. So I'm journaling today.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to Dubai Mall. I'm going to sit down with a nice coffee and shisha, and I'm going to journal.
That's
so I've got this. Where should I put all this? Here. Obviously, my headphones.
Nice case.
Which are so annoying, by the way. Never connects.
It doesn't.
This is really important. This is something I got from TikTok Shop for like £1.
What is this? Oh my God, stop it.
Honestly, this is the best light ever, and it goes onto your phone. I promise you, do you know how much money I've spent on lights? I can't even and I bought the most expensive lights. And then I saw this on TikTok and I was like, I'm getting this.
You need to send me the link. It looks, and it's nice that it fits in your bag.
Okay, this is the most special thing in my bag. Can you like zoom in to this camera? So this is Cupid's Kiss. Okay. Sabrina's favorite lip tint ever. My favorite lip tint ever. It's my first lip product I ever launched 5 years ago. And I think I sold about 500 units in one night.
Oh my God.
And I woke up with extreme
happiness. How rewarding
happiness.
is that feeling?
And it's something I always wanted to create because apart from Benetint, there was nothing on the market like this. There's so many lip tints on the market, but they're really sticky and they're not see-through. They're not clear. They don't have peptides in them, or it's not a serum. So I was really passionate about creating a serum for your lips that produces collagen, helps wrinkles, fine lines, dry skin, dry chapped lips. So yeah.
And Sabrina uses it on her cheeks.
Yeah.
And it looks really nice.
Yeah, you know what? I always forget to do that. And when I see her doing it, I'm like, yeah, I just need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Honestly, just makeup.
More makeup, mint.
Yeah, I don't like chewing gum.
Do you not?
No. I think it just, no offense, it just looks a bit tacky when you're like chewing.
I do agree. It depends how you chew though. How you chew gum is very important.
Yes, yeah, this I just don't.
That's what you don't.
I just don't. So this is the best brush on the planet. It's NARS.
I need to get all my makeup tips from you.
Seriously, come makeup shopping with me. It's the best.
Okay.
This is the best brush. It is expensive. It's like £45, which I really get annoyed about when I buy it. I love hams on now. My lip tint's £45. But yeah, it's the best blusher brush ever.
Okay.
It just goes on so flawlessly. This is my favorite blusher.
Your bag is just makeup.
This is Hourglass and it's like the prettiest pink ever.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one. I'm just going to add to basket everything you have.
And that's it, guys. More pens. I always carry 2. Okay, so can I just tell you about my pens?
Okay. First of all, you need to close. Like, it's
no, I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
Now I have anxiety because of this.
Sabrina says this all the time. She's like, oh my God.
I know. At least have the cap. Where's the cap?
I don't know. Anyway, so these pens are the cheapest pens on the planet. I get them from eBay and you get like 100 in a pack for like £3.
Okay.
And do you know when I write with these pens? It's like magic. I just feel like everything I'm going to write is going to come true, and it does.
So these are like magic pens?
Yeah, they're like the cheapest, most magical pens ever.
Can I take one? Because I feel like I need to write some stuff.
Really hate giving my pens, but you can have the one
that's... You gave me the one without the cap. Oh, really? I'm going to take it. I'm actually going to take it. No, I can take the other one.
No, it's fine.
I'm worried about your bag.
You can take this one. I can't.
Fine. Later.
This is your pen. But Joanna, you will love it. I'm telling you. I'm not about these expensive pens.
Okay.
This is so annoying. So yeah, oh, this is really cute. Can I just show you this?
Oh, it's so
This is
cute.
from Turkey. It's just really cute. I bought them for my niece and I just got myself one too.
You took it. It's so
That's
cute.
it, guys. That's it. I have some just a toothpick from raw China.
Okay. That's where you had dinner yesterday. Rated out of 10?
10 out of 10. The duck was incredible. The beef in black bean sauce was
We're going to get food
beautiful.
tips, everything in this podcast.
Yeah. We're so far away from my brand and luxury promise now.
Talking about duck.
Yeah.
No, but this has been really fun. Honestly,
Yeah.
it was so great to host you today.
Thank you
and
so much.
we're really excited. So I can't wait for the collaboration. I
Yeah.
think you said it's tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. Yeah.
So really, really exciting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in Dubai. Do you have anything else planned while you're here?
Not really, to be honest.
Just chill,
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah, just getting inspired, you know? In London, I work so much that when I come on holiday or I come to Dubai, I just like to take a break and get inspired.
Yeah. Well, you've come in the best time of the year as well. So the weather is amazing now.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for tuning into our podcast today. Hope to see you again on our next one.